6 big changes to Social Security, including all beneficiaries and benefit types, including retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, spousal, and SSI, as announced in press releases just like this one out of the Social Security Administration. There's been a lot going on so far, and press releases have been hitting the wire non-stop out of Social Security so far this year. Well, I want to bring to your attention 6 of the major announcements that have come out just recently in the last couple weeks or the last couple months here, impacting all beneficiaries to some degree. I think at this point it's maybe a little bit difficult to keep track of what is actually going on anymore, right? Because of all the major changes we've seen. It's like, where do we even stand anymore? What is going on? One day they're on, one day they're off. They're flipping and flopping. They're going back and forth. They're bringing them on. They're bringing them off. I mean, it's like, where do we currently stand right now? Well, that's why I held up this here press release. And again, this is just one of them, but we're going to be talking about 6 of the major changes, again, that I want to bring to your attention here in this video, just so you can have a pulse on where we currently stand with Social Security. And if this is your first time watching videos here on the channel, first off, thanks so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. But I'm talking about Social Security, fixed income benefits, money, stimulus, all kinds of things like this literally every single day. And there's a lot of things that have been happening. It's been a very confusing year so far. And realistically, as we get into the second half of 2025, I think there's a whole lot more to come here, okay? This is certainly not over yet. Please buckle up and get ready because we've got a lot more to go and a lot more to come from all of this. All right, so anyway, we're going to go through the order here. By the way, I'm just holding up this press release. This is just one of them. I'll talk about it for you here in this video, but I want to point out who these include, what they mean for you and your monthly benefit, and just other details about these because there's so many different moving parts here. And a lot of times I get a lot of questions reaching out saying, hey, like, who does this include? Does it include me? I'm an SSI beneficiary. Or what about SSDI? Am I on this list? Or what does it mean for me? So I'll try to hammer that all out for you here in this video and just explain to as well, like, who does this impact? Is it something you'd be worried about? All the other details about that and just whatever we need to know here. Okay, so I'm going to buzz through the list. There's no particular order here. I'm just going to give you just a list here that I've compiled for you, and I'll give you the specific details about them. Okay, number 1, the direct deposit information. I've seen a lot of questions rolling in on this. Okay, so back, I don't know, a few weeks ago, a month or two ago, I don't know, whenever it was. It doesn't really matter the timeline on this. But anyway, Social Security basically reached out and said, you can only update direct deposit information by going through your My Social Security account on the Social Security website or by visiting a local field office. That's basically what they said. Now, obviously, there was a lot of other information leading up to that, causing a ton of confusion, but I don't want to add the confusion here. I just want to say that's what they confirmed. So rather than calling Social Security and saying, hey, my name is, XYZ, and I want to change my direct deposit information, you can't do that anymore. It must be done through the My Social Security account or by visiting a local field office. Those are your 2 options to change direct deposit information if you desire to change your direct deposit information. Remember, you don't need to. It's only if you desire to do so. In other words, if you get a new bank account, a new checking account, a new savings account, a new Direct Express card, whatever it happens to be, the only way that you can change that deposit information is by accessing your My Social Security account, again, on the Social Security website, or by visiting a local field office and connecting with somebody there, like a real live person, right? And changing your direct deposit information there. Otherwise, you can't call Social Security and say, hey, I want to change my bank deposit, okay? So that's just one that I wanted to point out. I've had a lot of people reaching out saying, hey, do I have to do this? No, you don't have to. Only if you want to change your banking information, where your checks are going to be arriving. Does that make sense? Right? Okay, that's number 1. Now, number 2 that goes hand in hand with this one, and this is actually the press release I'm holding up right here. This is the one talking about the anti-fraud measures that they've implemented into their phone system. So one of these previous months here, I don't remember if it was March or April, one of those 2 months, they spent over $14 million updating their phone systems. I didn't realize you could do such a thing anymore, right? Spend $14 million on a phone system? I don't know. Seems like phones are kind of like a thing of the past a little bit, like general phones, what I'm talking about. But anyway, they spent over $14 million updating their phone systems. Okay, I actually had a video out probably maybe a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago, where I called Social Security and they had a brand new message. So yeah, they did update quite a few things there. But anyway, so they implemented these new anti-fraud measures into their phone system. So this means because of this, if you desire, you don't have to. Again, this is all optional things here. Well, the first couple so far. If you desire to submit an application for Social Security benefits of any kind or an application for Medicare, that can still be started and completed 100% over the phone because of these new measures that they've added into their phone system, okay? So if you desire to do that, you can still call them, start to finish, 100% over the phone. You can submit applications, which honestly is super nice, because who wants to go to a field office and who wants to do it online if you don't have that access? So yes, you can 100% still do that over the phone. And because of these measures that they put into their phone system, allows us to do that. However, one quick side note on that. They have this new flagging system. If something looks suspicious, somebody may get flagged. If you get flagged, which hopefully you don't, but if somebody gets flagged, you have to go to a field office to complete the application. That's the caveat, right? If you get flagged, which only a small percentage of people will be getting flagged, but if you do, you need to go to a local field office to complete the application. So that's number 2 there. Now, number 3. They re-implemented, or I should say reinstated, the TOP program, Treasury Offset Program. Now, I've talked about this a little bit recently, and we're starting to see the effects of this, not only with Social Security, but even the Education Department. Did you see my video recently talking about that as well? There's about 5 million current people that are going to see their incomes, their wages, basically their money garnished because of defaulted student loans through the Education Department, because they also implemented the TOP program, the Treasury Offset Program. So it's the Education Department, some other government agencies are also implementing this right there along with Social Security as well, implementing the TOP program, Treasury Offset Program, which basically comes in and intercepts money from people, I should say, that owe money to the government, as in overpayments on Social Security or like defaulted student loans. They're coming in and the Treasury just help themselves to your money. They can do that. Yep, unfortunately. But that is one of the things that they can do. They have access, and they can just come in like a claw machine and just take out one of your little teddy bears called your money right out of your possession. You can't even get it, right? They have that jurisdiction. They can certainly do that, and that's the reality of the matter. So anyway, that is something that's happening here, and a lot of people are going to get a rude awakening when they see their money just taken from them, and there's nothing they can do about it. Okay, that's number 3. Okay, now there's other things that I want to point out for you. However, super fast here. Hey, if you need any help with your Medicare, again, you know the drill here. Here's this phone number of dedicated, trusted advisors right there. Write this phone number down. Seriously, take a picture, take a screenshot, whatever you got to do with your Medicare. If you need help enrolling, or if you are turning 65 or retiring, or just need any help with your Medicare, again, Medicare supplements, Medigap plans, Part D plans, Medicare Advantage, please call them. It's a free service. It's a free option where you can call, connect with a real live person, and they will help you talk through your Medicare and help you out in any way that they possibly can. Seriously, we cultivated the partnership to help those of you here in the community, again, for free. Please utilize this service. It's free with your Medicare. If you need help with Medicare at all, please call them and take note of that phone number. So when we get into annual enrollment later in the year, you can call them and they will review your plan and hopefully save you a ton of money as well. Okay. All right. So those are the ones that I wanted to point out for you really quickly. Those are the 3 so far, 3 of them. Okay. Next, the implementation of the digital Social Security cards. This is interesting. Now, as I film this video right here, right now, they have not been launched yet, but they did announce a press release recently. It was, I don't know, a few weeks ago now. They released a press release suggesting that they're going to be allowing digital access to Social Security cards through the My Social Security account, which I really like this feature. And again, it's not launched yet as I film this video. They said in the summer it would be launched. They didn't say specifically. They did not give us an exact date as far as when this would be launched, but they did say in the summer. Okay, well, as I film this video, it's not summer quite yet. Okay, we're getting super close, but not yet as I film right now. But anyway, digital access to Social Security cards. I like this because honestly, I don't want to carry my Social Security card with me. And honestly, I don't even know where it is. I have no idea where my Social Security card is right now. I should probably find it. It's out there somewhere. But anyway, so you can pull it up on your phone through your My Social Security account. If you need access to like an official Social Security card, you get that digital access, which honestly, pretty nice for a lot of situations. And again, if you needed it and you forgot it, and you didn't have it with you, you could just whip out your phone if you have a My Social Security account and just say, here you go, here's digital access, here you go, here's an authentic card, but it's digital, right? Okay, that's number 4. Number 5, clawbacks. This has been a huge section of confusion, and rightfully so, because they've changed their mind on this multiple times. Anyway, it was 10% last year. From March of last year till March of this year, or at the end of March this year, I should say, it was 10% or $10. Then they reinstated 100%. And then about a month later, they cut it back to 50%. So this has been a very large section of confusion for a lot of people when it comes down to this. But going forward from April 25th and beyond, they've indicated a 50% garnishment in the event of somebody being overpaid. After about 90 days, if somebody has not communicated or set up a payment plan or something like that, they will automatically start garnishing 50% of someone's benefit. Again, after, or letters, I should say, that were dated April 25th or after. So that's obviously right now, we're way beyond April 25th at this point. So anyway, that's what it is. And they've said this is the 50% garnishment, replacing the 100% that they announced back in the early part of March. A lot of confusion around this. Again, only for overpayments that have gone out to people, which unfortunately a lot of people do get those overpayments. Okay, that's number 5. And number 6, we now have, and this is, a little while ago now, and I talked about it, but we have the new Social Security Acting Commissioner, Frank Bisignano. Okay, so I hope I'm saying his last name correctly. But anyway, Frank B. is now the acting commissioner of Social Security. Leland Dudek, who was there for a few months, not all that long, he's out of there. Frank B. is taking over, and he is the new acting commissioner. And as I've said for a while now, we haven't seen a ton yet out of Frank, but I would anticipate we're going to see some more major changes. Reason being is that anytime that you see a change in leadership, you typically get some changes with that, right? Change in leadership, changes in the program, changes in the methodology, changes in the plan, the agenda, right? All kinds of things like that. So I would not be shocked one bit if we do see even more coming out of the new acting commissioner here. So the plan is he's going to be there for a while. We'll see what happens. Either way, these are those 6 that I want to point off here really quickly. Now I'm going to be fair with you. There's a whole lot more than this, way more than this, and I guarantee you there's going to be a whole lot more to come for the rest of this year. If I can ask a huge favor of you, number 1, subscribe. Consider subscribing if you're new here. If you've not done so, please, there's a big subscribe button down below. Thank you. I really appreciate your support. Otherwise, again, if you need any help with your Medicare, again, right here, these are the trusted advisors. We've cultivated a partnership to help those of you here in the community with a free service, 100% free service right here. Give them a call, seriously. Write the phone number down, take a picture, whatever you got to do. I'll just tell you what they can do really quickly. They have access to over 20,000 plans. They're helping seniors navigate Medicare every single day to find the best plan at the best price with the best coverages and the best fit for each individual person and their personal needs. We all need different medical coverages, right? Well, here's what they're doing. They're finding the best plans in your local area so you can see the doctors and the providers you want to see, the networks you want to be within, the offices, the clinics you want to go to, the prescription needs if you have any at all, and they're finding the best fit for you. By the way, they're saving the average senior $1,100. That is the average savings for seniors that they are working with. Obviously, that is not guaranteed. That's just the average. Some people save more, some people save less, but that's the average. That's not too bad of an average, honestly. That's a lot of money to be saving. I'm not sure about you, but I'd be super happy to save that. Anyway, that's exactly what they're doing, and they will do the same thing for you. Free service. Give them a call. There you go. Right there, the phone number. That's your exclusive phone number. And just think this. How good would it feel to have the right plan and a plan that properly covers you rather than some random plan that you got that probably doesn't even cover you all that well? Anyway, give them a call. Otherwise, let me ask you a huge favor. Who do you know? Think of a few people, friends, family members, neighbors, acquaintances, siblings, co-workers, parents, neighbors down the street, neighbors down the hall, cashiers at your local grocery store, cashier at the local pharmacy, somebody that you know that needs this assistance with their Medicare or is turning 65 or retiring. Please share that phone number with them as well so they can also get that assistance and a free service for all of you here in this community. Thank you so much for being part of it. Again, please subscribe if you've not done so. Share the video, big share button right down below. Feel free to check out the other 5,000 plus videos here on the channel in the video library. The popular videos I've hand selected for you down below in the description or popping up on your screen in just a minute. You'll see some videos there. Check those out. Until next time, enjoy, have a good one, and I look forward to seeing you again soon in the next video.